Hello and good morning, everyone. Thank you for stopping in on this Sacredly Reflected Live. I'm not going to be very long today. This is just going to be a quick pop up. Um, and I just um, wanted to reflect on the verse that I read today. Um, and that is Second Corinthians. And also, we are in the book of Genesis, but I'm not going to. Go from that book today because I just want to, like I said, reflect on this verse that I came across today that really, really touched me. And so I just want to share it with you guys. Um, and again, that is, let me turn this on. The verse is 2 Corinthians 12:9. And the verse says, um, each time he said, "My grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness. So now I'm glad to boast about my weakness so that the power of Christ can work through me." That is 2 Corinthians 12, verse 9. And I'm going to read the following verse as well. That's why I take pleasure in my weakness and in the results, hardships, persecutions, and troubles that I suffer for Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong. And so that verse really touched me. Um, Again, my is basically saying my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. So God's grace is enough, especially when we are weak. We will find our strength through our vulnerability when we're weak. Um, Weakness um, can have great features because they give God opportunities for His strength to shine through us at that point. So always remember that. I heard this story. Let me turn this down. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but it is a little distracting. So I had heard this story of this swimmer. She was like this swimmer. She had been trained for swimming, and I mean, she swam for miles. And so she was trying to break a world's record for swimming. And so she had been swimming for 18 hours straight, nonstop, in the cold water. And on the side of her, in the boat, there was a boat on the side of her where her mom and her trainer um were on the side of her, but she was trying to break this record. Again, she had been swimming for 18 hours and she began to get weak. And so she told them, yeah, I think I'm ready to stop. I don't think I can do this anymore. And they kept, trying to encourage her to keep going, just keep going. You can do this. You can do this. And finally, she just got so tired and cold and weak that she quit, right? So she quit and then they got her on the boat. But when she got on the boat, she could see that the shore was just a half a mile away. She was so close. So when we feel tired and we feel weak and we feel that we can't go on, if we can just keep going because the finish line is right there. But just because we can't see it physically, we think it's impossible. But the woman said if only she knew that she was that close, she would have kept going and she would have broke the record. So that was very touching to me. Um, so when we feel like giving up again, remember to just keep going. Whatever we're trying to do, if you're trying to start a YouTube channel, if you're trying to start a new job or start go back to school, whatever you want to do or you're trying to do, go for it. Just do it. Don't hold back. Don't have fear. Keep moving forward. You can do it. You can do it through God. He'll give you the strength when we're weak, when we're vulnerable. We'll find strength in our hearts through God. Okay? Remember that. And I want to read one more thing, the same verse, but um so in this Second Corinthians, we didn't go deep into it, but it's this is just in the reflection. It said, although God did not remove Paul's physical affliction, he promised to demonstrate his power in Paul, even with the affliction. The fact that God displays his power through our weakness should give us courage and hope. As we recognize our limitations, we will depend more on God for our efficientness rather than our own energy, effort, and talent. Do you understand that? So when you feel weak, don't lean onto your understanding, but pray to God and lean on Him and His understanding, and it will give you strength. Our limitations and weaknesses not only help develop Christian character, but also deepens our worship. Because of admitting them, we affirm God's strength. And let me tell you this story too. There are these famous twins that grew up, they are conjoined twins, right? They have two heads, two like upper bodies, but they're conjoined like I think like from the breast down, basically, but they definitely have one set of legs, but they're conjoined, like they have two upper, like, body parts, but they're conjoined. And they used to be on the Oprah show and stuff like that. They're Brittany and Gabby, I believe their name is. You probably seen them as young, because they've been being followed throughout their whole life. And their mom raised them, so together they work as a team. They drive. And now this is just, I see this real life. Through their affliction, God shows his strength. Because listen, when they can drive a car, when they drive their car, one does the pedal, one does the brake. They work together as a unit, right? For everything they do sports, they do this. They're living a normal life even with their afflictions. Okay, one now is married. Okay, they're together, but one is married. There's one husband who's married to one of them, but they're together. Their career, they are teachers. They teach in the same classroom, but they work together. They walk. One controls one leg, one controls the other leg. They work together. Um, but through their affliction or whatever, their disability, they are living a normal life. They're living a great life. And it just reflects on me that God is so good. Um, so again, when I think about them, like they have two brains, they have two different minds. You know what I'm saying? They're basically two ladies, but they're conjoined, but they work together and they live life. They're not like being so weak, through their disability, through their vulnerability, they still find strength and they still go forward and they still thrive in life. Okay. So let you guys listen to this real quick. Let me make sure my volume is up. Okay. 1 second.
what my peers and my friends thought of me. I wish I had not waited until I was a certain age with a certain pace, with a certain schedule, a certain job, with a certain community to take my relationship with Jesus.
Okay, hold on, you guys.
The older
Here we go.
generation thought of me, what my peers and my friends thought of me. I wish I had not waited until I was a certain age with a certain pace, with a certain schedule, with a certain job, with a certain community to take my relationship with Jesus seriously. It is so important that no matter where you are, that you are not trying to look like anyone else and that you're not trying to look like you did before, what you looked like in a past season, and you're not trying to wait until some idealized season that you've imagined in your mind. I think those are ways that the enemy distracts us and discourages us by thinking that there is some other place that God wants to meet us that's not exactly where we are. Don't miss the season that you are in. There is something important God wants to do in you and through you right where you are.
And that um was Hosanna Wong um speaking, and she hit it right on the head. Don't miss the opportunity for God to use you right where you are, no matter what's going on. There's something, some way that God can use you for his good now in your life. So, with that being said, I am going to end this live. And thanks again. This was my second sacredly reflected live, and there's more to come. So make sure you have your notifications on. Make sure that you um, watch for the post for when I will be doing the lives. It won't be every Friday. It could be every Friday. I'm not quite sure. But either way, just turn your notifications on so you always will know when I go live, and look for the thumbnail. If it says sacredly reflected, then you know that's what I will be talking about. And also, thank you to anyone that's in the live. I'm not looking, but thank you to anyone that's here. Thank you to those who may watch this on the replay. Can everybody please hit the like button? Or if you don't like it, hit the thumbs down button. Either way, interact up or down, thumbs up or down. I would really appreciate it. And thank you all again. Bless you all. I pray for all you guys, all my family, my YouTube community family, all the people that may watch this in the replay now or in the future. God bless you. I hope everyone has a great day, a great weekend, and just a great blessed life. So on that note, bye.